Whenever we hear the word self-healing, what does that signify? It signifies healing from a physical aspect, from a mental aspect, and from an emotional aspect. And emotional aspect is very intense, actually. So the self-healing can be done only by the self. That is the definition of self-healing. The self-healing can be only, underline the word only, done by the self. Which simply means unless you meditate, you cannot heal yourself. You might go to another healer, you might go to another therapist, you might feel that some healing has happened, but that is very temporary. Unless the healing happens from the self, through the self, by the self, it is not a permanent healing. So meditation is only the way. And we see in our lives, in our life journey on the planet Earth, there would be many moments we feel alone. There will be many moments we feel that there's nobody to understand us. There's nobody to support us. We might feel that we are lost on the earth. It is quite common, especially old souls or star seeds who have come from other dimension, who have taken very few lifetimes. These people go through this kind of feelings. So for them, the self-healing is nothing but emotional healing. And for the people who are going through physical problems, for them, the self-healing is to be healthy in the body. Or for somebody who are having psychic problems, who are having mental problems, for them, the healing means they are normal, they become normal. So the definition of healing differs from person to person, situation to situation. In my own example, from my childhood, I always felt I don't belong to earth. From my childhood, I always felt that nobody understands me because I don't meet people like me. Everybody is busy with materialistic things. I used to wonder why people are not loving, why people are always focused on survival, why people are always focused on name and fame. Why don't just people be loving? There are very few people actually I met who are like me. So I used to feel very lost. And even those few people who I meet, they are okay on one level, but they are not okay on the other level. So I always felt lost. And this deep longing was there with me to understand what is this space, what is this creation, what is this earth? Who am I? Why did I come here? Why am I born here? So this quest was there very naturally from my childhood. And that deep quest led me into the path of meditation. And when I meditated, I was healed emotionally. The more I did intense meditation, the more I connected to myself, the more I understood myself. For almost 2.5 years, intense meditation, every day, every night, I did. And I understood a lot about myself. I connected to myself. Actually, what exactly happens was, people go through these emotions because they feel a void inside. They feel that there's a lot of empty space inside, a void inside. So the more you meditate, the more you fill that void with your own energy, with your own love, with your own understanding of yourself. with your own acceptance, you feel that void. So that feeling process, you don't depend on others, but you are dependent on your own self. So that is a self-healing process. Then the healing becomes complete. Then you become a very emotionally balanced person. Then you become a strong person. Then there is a lot of clarity. Then there is no external dependency because you understand everything, because you are so connected with yourself. Any situation, any incident, anytime, you understand why it is happening and what is the lesson you need to learn. At least you won't be disturbed. You won't swing emotionally. You are balanced. And whatever happens, you understand that whatever happens, happens for good. So why to worry? So you become emotionally stable and balanced. Only meditation helped me. Nothing helped me. I used to think before meditation, I used to think if I have more friends, then I feel good. I used to have many, many friends. I used to voluntarily create friendships. And the more the friends I have, the more the disappointments I'm having. Because the friendships are, as long as I'm spending time with the friend, I'm happy. But he has to go back to his home, and I have to go back to my home. And we go for a holiday. And once the holiday finishes, again the void comes. So this is creating more disturbance. This is creating more frustration. At the time, that was creating more frustration. Any holiday I go with my friends, towards the end of the holiday, the void comes back again. So before the holiday finishes, I used to feel sad. So this was my state of affairs before meditation. But once meditation came in my life, then I'm myself happy without any external dependencies. And when I became a happy person, then I started enjoying life for the first time. I started enjoying the planet Earth for the first time. Before that, there's always complaints on the planet Earth. Before that, there's always complaints on the humans. So when I started loving myself, when I started feeling that void, then I started enjoying the beauty of the earth. Then I started realizing what a great opportunity to be on the earth. So my self-healing happened only through meditation. Whatever you're looking for is inside you. The outer cannot fill your inner. So whether it is emotional healing or physical healing or psychological healing, meditation is the only way. Along with meditation, reading books helped me. The more how the reading books helped me is the more I read the books, the more it motivated me to go deep into meditation. See, to do 2.5 years of intense meditation, leaving my career, leaving everything and risking my whole life, to do intense 2.5 hours meditation, 2.5 years meditation is not an easy thing. And that too sitting in a foreign country, Australia, where my debts are accumulating, my bills are accumulating, and I have to pay the bills. Australia is not like India. You stay in your parents' house or you go to ashram without money. Also, somebody will give you food. In India, there is annadana, but in Australia, there is no annadana. You have to pay for your own food. You have to pay for your own bills. So while the debts are accumulating, I said, okay, whatever happens, I'm not going to go to the job and other things unless I discover who I am. Because for me, to live life in that void is worthless. And I know many people who have healed physically. Like Neetaji has healed her physical illness through meditation. And I know many people who have healed their psychological illness, mental illness through meditation. So meditation is the only way. And whatever the subject we teach, we will go round and round. The straight truth is only meditation heals you. Nothing else heals you. The more you understand this, the more you practice it, the more you experiment on this, the more you understand the depth of it. There is a statement from Osho. Unless you do meditation, you don't know what you are missing. Unless you do meditation, you will never know what you are missing. The Sajjana Sangatya helps to motivate each other in this path of spiritual journey, to meditate. Swadhyaya helps, Sajjana Sangatya helps. In my case, I was alone in Australia. There was no much Sajjana Sangatya because I became a hermit. I was disconnected from the outside world. So I used to have a dialogue with myself. Reading books helped me to have a dialogue with the author of the book. I used to connect to the author of the book and I used to have an energetic dialogue. So now you're having an added bonus where you have this online platform where you can ask questions. In those days, I don't know who to ask questions. And nobody's there to answer my questions also those days.